Well,
Commissioner Crowell.
I don't need the commissioner title. I'm not into titles. I'm into actually results. I am somebody who's actually responsible for drafting the 2003 ballot proposition on behalf of the commission, as I was its chief counsel at the time, and over the years have continued to study and monitor the progress of how nonpartisan elections, or top two, or however you want to call it, work in the nation. And I'm still astounded in New York City how each election cycle the situation deepens in terms of the level of disenfranchisement of those people who are unaffiliated and unable to vote in a primary. And we continue to have a system where the general election, while it is a deciding election, really isn't that, because the decisions are made at the primary. And I think we as a commission here have an amazing opportunity to consider something that has been well studied both in New York City back in 2003 and since then by researchers here, and has continued to be a system that has, by all accounts, appeared to work well in other places in the country. I think that if there's any confusion, for instance, about instant runoff voting has nothing to do, for example, with nonpartisan elections. These are things that need to be clarified and crystallized and identified. I thought, for me, the fact that Citizens Union, which is the most well-respected, I believe, good government group in the city, came out in favor of, was a watershed moment. It not only spoke volumes for an idea whose time has come, but it was about legitimizing the need to do something for the voters of the city and to empower people to have the ability to actually choose their leaders rather than having them decided by a select few in primaries. And I think when we think about balancing out what this commission will do, we have to think about, A, whether we're putting things on the ballot that could be done legislatively, but things that cannot. And you cannot put in, at the local level, nonpartisan elections in by way of the council. You would need to do it by a charter commission. And this is an opportunity that we have, and we have an authority and a power that other bodies in the city simply do not have. So we cannot take that lightly. And I think for those reasons, and I in particular look forward to hearing the study results that will be coming soon. The commission has invested its monetary resources in hiring outside consultants, and obviously we wait to hear what the results of their retrogression analyses are on voter data in the past few years since the 2003 cycle. We have plenty of time to do that. As someone who's worked on commissions in the past, there's been commissions appointed in July, for example, who have put successful ballot propositions on. And those propositions involve retrogression analyses. So I think this, although it is dealing with a top two system, is something that we have the time to continue to consider and can do some enormously powerful good to enfranchise many, many, many voters who don't have that ability now to vote in the primary.